I am Jason Harris. I am 17 years old and I attend Roslyn High School and I'm currently a senior. So this movie is about transitioning from high school and what it's gonna be like after I graduate high school. So at 20 months old, I was diagnosed with autism.
What made Jason different than some of the other typically developing children that were around us was his lack of ability to communicate. His eye contact with me was very limited. He didn't really smile at me, although he was a happy child, it was never directed at me. He wouldn't respond to any kind of receptive instruction or respond to his name, wouldn't turn his head in the direction where we were making noises or we were having a conversation, or even just loud noises. He wouldn't respond to it. He just appeared to be in his own self-directed environment and doing his own thing.
So when I was diagnosed with autism, my mom went full force with applied behavior analysis.
What was same?
That means I had a whole bunch of ABA sessions. I had like 3 sessions per day, 6 days a week, each an hour and a half long. And I also had OT, occupational therapy, and speech 2 to 3 times a week. So then I started kindergarten at the Roslyn Heights Elementary School. I was mainstreamed for one part of the day, and then I was moved downstairs to Mrs. Perlmutter.
He was very curious and had a really good sense of humor. He could always make us laugh. I think that's what stands out about him most. I also remember his love of fire extinguishers, and exit drills were something that we worked on. But he did really well. You could always tell how much potential he had, I think, just from the minute you met him.
She was awesome, Miss Perlmutter. And then I had a TA, Lauren, who's worked with me since preschool.
One of the best things I was able to do and I enjoyed doing was being able to talk with mom and the teachers and seeing what each problem was that each person was having. Maybe, educational-wise, what's teaching-wise, what we needed to work on at home, and bringing it as a team. And that team effort, I think, was the most key component to him with the one-to-one support, and that really bridging it all together helped Jason succeed.
So then when I got into middle school, I had some reappearance of the behaviors because I'm so scared of fire alarms, if many of you don't know. Like one day there was a fire drill, they took me out ahead of time, we went back in, they went off again. And oh my God, it was like right next to my ear when it rang. I hate the noise. Without ear protection, I hate fire alarms. So then I went to high school. 9th grade went by smoothly. And 10th grade, I was struggling a bit in my classes and I had to drop Spanish. Even though it was hard to drop a class, I was able to take care of myself, which is very good.
I became friends with Jason because we both joined a club called VETA.
So the VETA Club is a club that is after school.
So VETA stands for Volunteers Educating Developmentally Disabled Adults.
So in that club, I help out other people with disabilities.
Basically, our club's main focus is to create relationships with our peers in the school who have special needs and also adults in the community. And we throw parties and we have different socializing events so we could hang out and make new friends.
So I come around to see how they're doing, I talk to them, and they really like me. The entire VETA Club really likes me, likes me. Because I'm a cool guy.
I think having an excellent friend with autism is amazing. I think a lot of my peers are hesitant about establishing friendships with children with autism, but I think being friends with Jason is one of the best things that has happened to me.
Even though, besides like the disability part, he's just a great kid. Besides that, I don't even really notice it in you. You're just a great kid.
The fact he's so passionate about everything shines through in his friendships, which is great.
So every day I drive to school, pretty much 5 days a week. So several times I've been taking flying lessons. When you're actually flying a plane, it's kind of like flying a car, but I think it's a little easier to fly than drive.
Jason was a very committed student. I like Jason. He did his homework and everything. Come back, Jason. We want you to come back.
Yes. Jason and I in 10th grade were partners a lot in Spanish class. And we would have to do different dialogues in Spanish, and we did it about JetBlue.
I love JetBlue.
This is what we used in our Spanish class when we wanted to do our dialogue in front of the whole class.
I think it's the most amazing airline in the whole world. So my dream for JetBlue is that I would get a job there and in either the hangar or Long Island City or in the airport. My ultimate fantasy job would be a pilot. I would like to fly like an Airbus A320 or A321, the older ones, not the newer ones.
Per the request of Jason, we're going to do a cross-fleet start.
Got a great guest on board today, a big friend of JetBlue. Jason Harris up here in row 3 knows everything about JetBlue. So if anybody has any questions they want to ask, you can easily ask him. He is just a wonder kid, knows everything about every airplane here. It's great to have him on board today. Welcome, Jason.
This is your captain speaking. We are about to land shortly. So this movie that you are watching is my idea.
So Jason has a natural passion for movies and filmmaking.
It's just a dream, it's just a dream, it's just a dream.
And over the years I've watched him progress from working with a very simple iMovie program to working with a much more complex Final Cut, which is what we're making this movie on.
I wanted to make this because I'm graduating this year and I'm going to be in college next year. I'm a little nervous and also excited because the nervousness part is because I'm not sure what the kids are going to be like, and I'm not going to have my friends anymore that I know, and there's going to be no more one-to-one in the class. That means I'm going to be a little nervous and lonely, and that the work will be harder for me.
I think Jason transitioning into college is going to be great because he is just going to have a change in scenery, a change in life. Like, college is all about growing up, and it'll show Jason to grow up and everything, and I think he's ready.
I think it's great that you're going to go to college, and I hope that at college you find your path and that Jason figures out exactly what he wants to do, because that's what we're all trying to do as we move on and graduate from high school. So it'll be really nice for you to make new friends, for Jason to have new experiences.
I think Jason's future is going to be incredible. I think that because Jason is really intelligent, he's really driven, he's really motivated, and more importantly, Jason's really kind and generous and wonderful with people, and he's a caring soul, and he's been a really good friend to me. I'm proud to call Jason my friend, and I hope I'm always part of his life. But I know that Jason has a lot of passions and interests, chief among which is working for JetBlue. But he has a lot of interests, including filmmaking, and I think that Jason will do something wonderful that Jason wants to do. I think Jason will find a way to feed his passions and make a life out of it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of incredible future Jason has ahead for him.
So if things all work out, then I will be excited to have things go better in the future. So right now we're working on being even more independent. I still have ABA style activities, like we make meals, we try new foods, we have an exercise routine, we have a relaxation program, and we watch movies too. As the years go by, every 365 days, I gain more independence.